Hi you guys, it's Spiritually Divine Gemini, and I'm back with another video. I put on my Instagram yesterday that I wanted to decode or share information that I've gotten with you guys so that you guys can see all aspects of the George Floyd situation in 2020, okay? This is the twin year. This is the twin month that I felt like that was a twin ritual going on. There's still old plans that still have to be executed in 2020, even though we don't like it, but it's still going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? I researched and I wrote it down because sometimes my mind goes so many different places when I'm trying to have a discussion with you guys, and I want to stay on track today so you guys can actually really follow me, because I know a lot of you guys are curious and you guys want to know what is really going on, because I know there's some of you that like to seek the truth past CNN, ABC, and those type of crowds. You understand me? So this is what I have accumulated through my research as well. So Minnesota and Minneapolis, so that's a twin city in itself, okay? So let's go to the George Floyd. He was in front of the liquor store. The liquor store is owned by Jews, okay? The archons. And the officer was Caucasian, white male, another archon. Of course, the suspect, the black man, George Floyd, was the Jesus-like figure in this scenario, okay? So when they called the police on him because he had counterfeit money, or they gave a bad check, and they called the police after he left. But why would you not call the police while he was standing there? And why didn't you check to make sure that it wasn't a false 20 or whatever before he left the store? He sat outside the store. So I'm pretty sure he either didn't realize, or he didn't realize that that was a counterfeit 20 or whatever he gave you, and he just went in his car to mind his business. Or, you guys sold a false story because you basically called the police on someone and made a false story, and now he's dead. So that's the story that you guys have to stick to, right? So that goes kind of two ways. But let's go back to the counterfeit. So it's the counterfeit, right? The counterfeit money, him. So now they're saying the officer and George used to work together at a place called the Rodeo. And as you can see, we didn't know that they knew each other. I don't even think Floyd realized that that was his old ex-employee, his old co-worker. And but I'm pretty sure the officer knew that it was George. And the fact that you put your knee on his air passage so he couldn't breathe and you pinned him down speaks volumes to the type of person this sick individual was and is. He was sent on a mission to do something, and he could not have any emotion behind that, because once you sign a blood oath or whatever pact that you have, that's the type of activities you have to do, and if you don't like it, then you will be next on the chopping block, okay? So the officer and Floyd worked together, the rodeo, okay? So the cowboy catching the cattle is what they typically do, right? So the rodeo. But in this scenario, the officer rodeoed Floyd to the ground with his knee on his neck, okay? And if anyone didn't know, Chow, the Asian or Japanese, whatever he was, the officer standing in front who didn't do anything, who didn't have any emotions or feelings either, he's actually the brother-in-law of the officer. So now that they're brother-in-laws, that's where the Gemini twin effect comes in, because you have you're married to, okay, I'm gonna call the Asian Mr. Chow Wuhan. You're married to Wuhan's sister, and you guys knew what you had to do this day, okay? So everybody's connected. Everybody's connected. What type of coincidence? There's no such thing as coincidence. This is planned. This is set up. It's executed. This is things that are far before our time that had been set up in place to take time because they knew what was going to happen around this time. So, talking about what's happening around this time is I always speak up on this on my Instagram. If you don't have my Instagram, make sure you follow me at spirituallydivine_Gemini or the real artist Gemini. I always speak on 3D. I always speak on 4D, and I speak on 5D. Okay, and it's a reason why I speak on that because I wish I had the picture to show you guys what the image of 3D, 4D, 5D looks like, but it's basically a portal, and it has an end. Well, it has an opening at the right and the left, and then there's a portal in the middle. And I don't know if you guys have been seeing the image that's going around of that, but I have, and I wish I could show it to you. I'm trying to turn on my tablet right now so I can get the picture and blow it up for you guys, because I need you guys to follow me and I don't want to lose you. But now that we're going into, we're changing right now from 3D to from 3D to 4D. The 5D. The 3D, 4D, 5D image, okay? So, if you guys can see this, okay? Here you can see in 3D, it's like purple, okay? Right here. Then, as you go inside of the portal, which is the 4D, you see the green, yellow, orangish, red, all these colors right there, right? So now that you see these colors, then you see the 5D, and this is the earth coming out of 5D. So if you see earth getting in the 5D right here, you see? Or the plasma, whatever you want to signify this as. So you see it going through 3D, 4D, 5D. And if you guys haven't been looking outside, when I go outside, I don't know if I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Instagram, but on my Instagram story, I posted the night of the supermoon. I posted a picture of the sky because I was taking a picture of the moon, and the sky was purple. It was just purple and like blue, or it was purple and pink. Even if I go outside right now, the sky is purple and pink. So that's the 4D. We're going through 4D. So while the George Floyd is going on, while the 4D transformation portal is going on, then we still have the radiation that's hitting the earth, the ionosphere, So this is where the decoding comes in, right, family? So give me a second. Shout out to all the Geminis this month, because I'm a Gemini. Shout out to the twins out there making it happen in the month of June for us all. Make sure we come together, do our great daily task, okay? And I know you guys heard the song Tootsie Slide by Drake, right? So 3D, 4D, 5D. So he said, right foot up, left foot slide, left foot right, left foot slide. Whatever. He ends up in the middle each time because he's sliding from right to left, left to right. He's in the middle. So he said he's in the middle, right? So where are we at? We're in 4D. We're in the middle. We're in the middle. So even certain rappers of a tax bracket is told to put out certain codes for us to get. A lot of us not going to catch the codes. We're just going to think of it as a song. But this plays into the Gemini ritual effect. This plays into the George Floyd. This plays into the ionosphere. You know, this plays into collecting souls just by him making a song to slide in the middle. Because we're in 40 right now. And this is everything that is happening while we're going through 40. And 40 actually is also fire. So we're going through the fire. You guys see everything being set on fire. You see the riots, the loot, you know, what they calling the looters. I don't even understand that, okay? But we're not even going to go into politics in this channel. We're not doing that. Then you see the fires in California. You see the fires in the Amazon River. You see fires everywhere. It is because, family, like I've been telling y'all, I've been telling y'all we're going through a shift. We're going through a change, literally. It's not metaphorically, it's literally. This is things that are happening right before our eyes, and so many things are happening simultaneously throughout these times that a lot of people are not catching it. They're not catching it because they're emotionally tied to things that have been in place and that have to happen for us to get to 5D. We gotta get to 5D. Y'all want to stay in 3D that was built on white supremacy? Do you want to stay on 3D that was built off the backs of slavery? Do you want to stay on 3D? Huh? Do you want to burn in 4D? Do you want to get stuck? You don't want your melanin to escape? You don't want a better life? So while we're all talking about George Floyd, make sure you tie the connections and make sense when you're making these videos. Okay? Make it make sense. Anyway, so Elon Musk, right? He tried to send off the spaceship into outer space. I know we all seen it where I guess they tried to send it off, and what had happened was it didn't go and it stopped and it caught on fire and it blew up and exploded. Fire, explosion. They code their spaceships with melanin. So going back to the counterfeit, they said he had a $20 counterfeit bill, right? So then it's Michael that is on the $20 counterfeit bill, right? Michael, the archangels, the doubles, the twins, it all connects back to each other. So he had the counterfeit $20. So they're trying to send a spaceship so they can get out of Dodge and jump ship like the punk they are. But even though they counterfeited their spaceship with fake melanin, it didn't go out. Why? The ancestors said, no, you ain't leaving today. You ain't leaving today. You ain't getting up out of this ionosphere. Just like this is tied back into the corona. Look how fast you forgot about the corona. You forgot about the corona that fast. Where's the corona? Corona, I don't see you. Hello. So yeah, they was trying to make it out of that spaceship, and they wasn't having it. Ancestors said, no, we not having it. Y'all gonna be stuck here too, okay? Just like this ties back into corona, where it deals with the lungs, the respiratory system, okay? Corona is radiation. It's a frequency. I've already discussed this in a previous video. Please go find it and catch up. Corona is the 5G frequency, okay? So the radiation. So when the corona hit, they said they was trying to get out of Dodge. But this just goes back into sorry you guys, excuse me. Okay, yes. Sorry. So the wind was really windy today. They tried to go out of space, okay, out of the ionosphere. It was windy that day. Okay, decode wind. So back to the doubles, the archons, right? So since we're going through the 4D, the archons, they're getting weak. We're stuck in the middle. They're getting weaker and weaker, okay? And even though they're getting attacked right now in the earth, in this time, in this frequency, they're also getting attacked out of the ionosphere with the gamma rays, with the radiation. Gamma rays and radiation. So that's why they had this big old ordeal about the corona, because they knew that the gamma rays and radiation were going to hit, they were going to hit Earth, and the veil was going to be broken, and we were going to feel it. It's burning, it's heating up. That's where we're at. 4D. They know it. They knew it already. This is pre-planned. This already happened in another time, somewhere else. Gamma rays are melanin. Gamma rays are melanin. Are we sun children? Does the sun give us vitamin D? Does the sun help us? So while they're trying to cloud seed, I also did a video on cloud seeding. While they're trying to cloud seed at the same time, because they're stopping the gamma rays, and they tried to say, oh no, y'all not getting that activation. Y'all not about to get that activation from them ancestors hitting them gamma rays. Guess what? They plan didn't work, because guess what? It's a lot of people that got their activation, and we woke out here. A lot of people that weren't woke is just woke, okay? They're baby woke, but it's still the simple fact we had got that activation, and they're mad. They were upset about it. It put them in a frenzy. Okay, so the next thing has to be executed on the timeline. So like I said, y'all forgot about the corona that fast, even though it has to do with still everything that's going on. So let me tie this back on into Colin Kaepernick, right? Remember when Colin Kaepernick took a kneel, and he kneeled on his knee, and he got kicked and banned out of the NFL? Okay, so remember Jay-Z bought the NFL. Now he's basically, what do you call those people that get into an organization just to break it down and rebuild it? Because, what is it, you guys? Shit. Somebody type it in the comments, because I forgot. But, is it infiltrated? Yeah, he infiltrated the NFL, child. So then when him and Beyonce did their first NFL show or whatever, halftime show, Super Bowl show, they sat down during the national anthem. That was their way of still sticking with Colin Kaepernick, even though he didn't agree with it, but they have to do what they have to do, because there's certain, everybody does their spiritual work differently. Everybody does their protesting differently. Everybody does their communication and speech differently. So that was their way of saying, we're not standing, we're kneeling with Colin Kaepernick, and we infiltrated the infrastructure of your organization. How you like them apples? Because guess what? It's time. It's activation time, okay? We can't come out and say it, because then we just can't do that. We are still tied to certain entities. That's another discussion. Shame on you. So then they didn't kneel. So then they turned around and had this officer go and put his knee on a black man's neck that he used to work with at the place called the Rodeo. And his brother-in-law was standing there named Mr. Chow, Officer Chow, that's his brother-in-law, because his sister is married to the officer kneeling on George Floyd's neck. So that goes back to the double, the twin. The Gemini rules the lungs. Stop his airway from breathing, symbolizing the corona, the frequency that's attaching itself to people's respiratory systems. That's why they have to be on respiratories, the respiratory machine, so they can snatch souls. Because they're getting desperate. They ain't got nothing else to do. They're getting weak. So yeah, all them ventilators, that was for people, that was just for you to die, and your soul was going to get trapped in here and not go out of the ionosphere or be reincarnated, but you're going to be stuck here. No, they're snatching souls, okay? They're snatching them left and right. Snatching them left and right, family. So like I said, it's a bigger picture than just the George Floyd, okay? Keep up, okay? out rioting and protesting, I'm doing research and collecting information so that we all can have a better and broader understanding of what's really going on, and understanding the code, symbolism, colorism, conversation, the code in the conversation, all that. So I don't want y'all to get wrapped up into the race wars that can be our demise. Not saying don't stand up for your rights and protest and do what you need to do, because I respect any frontliner and anybody that is protesting. I'm just saying, brother, sister, king, queen, god, goddesses, to have a better understanding as to why we're going through what we're going through and where we're going after this. Okay, have a strategy, have execution. Okay, we have to be one. Okay, and let's talk about Trump. Let's talk about that. Okay, because it's Gemini season. I'm a Gemini, so it's a twin. It rules the lungs. 2020, TT 2020, the twin year. Okay, so this is all making sense. It's all adding up. So I know everybody hates Trump, and I don't want to get into it. If you are a person who is easily triggered by Trump or his antics, and you feel like everything he does is not right, please exit my channel right now, because I have decodes for every situation, and I have facts and research on every situation. So please exit if you're Trump triggered. Bye-bye. You gotta go. Okay. So Trump is keeping everyone at bay right now. So we know he just tweeted out something like, get them thugs, them hoodlums. They out here running the streets wild. I'm gonna go call the National Guard down there. Oh my God. All right. Guess what? If the KKK, let me tell you something. Trump is still white at the end of the day. So Trump could have easily made something happen out of what we're acting against on, even though we know it's not right. But that doesn't mean they have to go along with us. He could have easily said, really, fuck it, let the KK out. It's going to be blood in the streets, like literally. So he's literally trying to keep these racist folk at bay by saying what he said, and then knowing he didn't really do anything. He sat back and watched what is going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. He's sitting back and he watching it because he's the fall guy. While America is crashing, he's the fall guy. So that's his position, and he has to play it. And you can't get mad at Trump for the oath he signed and the deal he signed. It's a lot of people that y'all love, that sign oaths and deals and had to execute and send out messages and play their roles. So Trump is just another person that's playing his role, and he knows that we're getting our activation. The melanin is coming through. We're going into 4D. We're going into 5D soon. So all of this makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense to you, just think about it like this, okay? So if Obama would have been in office during this time of the coronavirus, what type of reaction would you guys want out of Obama right now? What do you think Obama would have did? I'm just curious on this. On people so hell-bent on Obama was black and he was our president. He was black and he was our president, but Obama ain't peaches and cream and he ain't an angel, in that aspect. He's not a perfect person, and he didn't do a perfect job in office either. I respect it, but it is what it is. He played his role. He did what he had to do, and he couldn't go any further. So Trump is here now, and the fall of America is on Trump. Drinking my sea moss, baby. Got this mind going. So this country is built on slavery. This country is built on white supremacy. This country is built on bullshit. This country was built on, I'm going to steal your land and I'm going to claim it. It's mine. I'm making the laws and y'all got to deal with it. Oh, well, suck ass. That's what the fuck it is. So if we want to